There are places in this world where the shadows cling too tightly, where the air is thick with the scent of old blood and rotting promises. Blackwood Creek was one such place, a forgotten town where the trees whispered secrets and the ground remembered every sin. But the worst of its horrors began with a girl named Lena Hart. Lena was 19 with sun-kissed hair and a laugh like wind chimes. She worked at the diner on Route 9, serving coffee with a tired smile to truckers and locals. She was kind. She was gentle. And that was her mistake. The night it happened. It was a Friday when the four of them decided she was theirs. Travis Miller, the sheriff's son, with his wolfish grin and dead eyes. Jared Cole, a mechanic who smelled like grease and cruelty. Derek Voss, a college dropout with a knife collection. And Mitch Hale, the quiet one. The one who watched and said nothing. They waited for her after her shift. The diner's back door creaked shut behind her, and before she could scream, Travis's hand clamped over her mouth. Jared laughed as he wrenched her arms behind her back. Derek whispered in her ear, "You've been asking for this, sweetheart." They dragged her into the woods. The trees bore witness. The earth drank her tears. They took turns. And when they were done, when her sobs had faded into whimpers, Mitch, the quiet one, the one who had watched, took out his hunting knife. "Can't leave loose ends," he muttered. The blade flashed. Lena's last breath was a whisper, a promise. The first to die. 3 nights later, Jared Cole was found in his garage. His body was folded into the trunk of an old Chevy, bones snapped, skin peeled back like wet paper. His mouth was stuffed with rusty nails, and his eyes, oh God, his eyes, they were gone. In their place, 2 blackened holes, swarming with flies. Sheriff Miller called it a gang killing, but Travis knew better. He'd seen the handprints on Jared's chest, small, delicate, a girl's hands. The second to die. Derek Voss loved knives, so when he woke to the sound of scraping metal, he reached for the blade under his pillow. But his fingers closed around something wet. He turned on the lamp. His entire knife collection was embedded in his flesh. Handles jutting from his stomach, his thighs, his chest. Blood pooled beneath him, thick and hot. And standing at the foot of his bed, Lena, her skin was gray, her hair matted with dirt and leaves. Her lips were sewn shut with rusty wire, but her eyes screamed. Derek tried to beg, but the knives in his lungs stole his voice. Lena leaned down, her breath like rotting earth, and pressed a blade into his palm. "You forgot one." Her voice echoed in his skull. Then she twisted it. The third to die. Mitch Hale was the smart one. He ran. He drove all night, crossing state lines, checking his rear view every 5 seconds. But when he stopped at a gas station, the clerk stared at him, pale-faced, concerned. "You okay, man?" Mitch frowned. Confused. "Why?" The clerk pointed. Mitch looked down. His shoes were filled with black water, the same stagnant filth from Blackwood Creek. And in the reflection of the puddle at his feet, Lena was holding his hand. Screamed. His body was found the next morning, drowned in 2 inches of motel bathroom water. His face frozen in terror. The last to die. Travis Miller was the only one left. He barricaded himself in his father's house, gun in hand, whiskey on his breath. She's not real, he muttered. Ghosts ain't real. Then the lights flickered. The air turned cold, and from the hallway came the sound of bare feet dragging against wood. Travis raised his gun, finger trembling on the trigger. Lena? The door creaked open. There she stood, broken, beautiful, vengeful. Her jaw hung loose, her ribs jutted through torn skin. In one hand, she held Mitch's knife. In the other, his father's severed head. Travis fired. The bullet passed through her like smoke. Lena smiled, a jagged, splintered thing, and whispered, Now we're even. Then she took him apart,